All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Brakate Howard, Brakate Howard Shai, Kohalor Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to you, to the few sincere Aqua that are out there listening and learning as well also. All right, and with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. Lord's willing, it'll be edifying. And as usual, I'm going to go in the Rakal Kodash, all right? Shouldn't be too long. I just got a couple scriptures, no videos, just got a couple articles that I wanted to show. Pretty much just an update of what's going on in this man's society. A little which we should already know what's going on. You should be watching the news for yourself. Being circumspect, being diligent. But for those that don't know, just a little update because this pretty much affects me because I'm in Florida. We're in Florida, part of the GMS Orlando camp, and just a little update for the brothers that don't know. And you can clearly see where this thing is headed, man. As it is written, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, all right? But this is the main article that, inspired this lesson, but amongst other things, all right? So this is off of ABC 13 News, right? It says, Slaki, for the record, today's date is March 30th, 2020, the year of prophecy. And this is from yesterday, Sunday, March 29th, 2020, okay? Off of ABC 13 News, it says, checkpoints in place at Florida-Alabama border, okay, to limit spread of coronavirus, all right? So you can see this man is we got gradually ramping things up, man, locking things down, okay? Like the elders always go into that word gradualism. We can clearly see where this thing is headed, Lord's willing, this is it, man. We in 2nd Ezra 15:16. Jacob's trouble is right here, man. Lord's willing, because that means, it's going to be a time like never before. It's going to be horrible, tribulation, anguish, famine, pestilence, martial law, sedition. It's a horrible time, but hey, through that tribulation, that's how the kingdom is going to come in, all right? And Lord's willing, we'll be protected in them times, if we keep doing what we're supposed to be doing, being faithful, being diligent, and being repentful, all right, seeking the Lord, He'll protect us. He'll put that tawah around us, all right. But anyway, like I said, this is the elders always go into this term, which I'm pretty sure you brothers are familiar with. But for the record, just bringing it out for edification's sake, because we can clearly see that's what's happened. Gradually, he's gradually, locking things down, stepping things up, First it was the gatherings, the gatherings, he said it was 500 people. Then he went down to 200 people. Then gradually went down to 100, then 10 people, then 5 people. Okay, now last I heard they're talking about it being 2 people, gatherings down to 2 people. I was watching Al Jazeera and they were talking about Benjamin Netanyahu, his somebody in his staff so-called tested positive for the COVID-19, and he's in self-isolation right now, But they're talking about over in Jerusalem now. They're talking about because they're actually revolted, just like Yahushua said, man. Uproars of the people, that's still going on. We in them times. I'm kind of all over the place, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, no, but we're in them times, man. Because even like it says in Matthew 24, uproars of the people, sedition amongst men. In the midst of this pestilence and this draconian legislation, the people are still in uproar. Take a look at China over there in Wuhan. Okay, if you look into it, right after because China, they said so-called it's trying to going back to normal, right? So life is going back to normal. The people are not on lockdown as much as they were before, right? People are starting to go back to work. As soon as they did that, what happened? The people started to riot again. They started to protest, and they were throwing rocks and shit at the police officers, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you can go do your own research, do your own due diligence. But I was watching I was on Al Jazeera. Okay, that they still, as soon as they release them, let the people out, they're still in the uproar, you know. So we in them times, man. And like going back to Benjamin Netanyahu, um, the people are in an uproar in Jerusalem because that he's talking about, he's mad because over there's in lockdown also. All right, but the people aren't trying to adhere to it, man. Just like they're not in Babylon the Great, which is America. Nobody, especially Jake. Jake ain't trying to hear it. You saw what happened in New Jersey. You know, but this whole, I got this article here off of Al Jazeera. You know, I like this map. It pretty much shows all. It says countries that have closed borders due to COVID-19. Okay, and it's pretty much the borders are shut. Like it says, we in them. We clearly are in these times, man. This is damn near the whole globe almost, man. Australia's locked down. Completely, it says completely locked down. All right. Europe, Russia, Asia. You know, you know. Canada's locked down. Mexico, they in La La Land. They not. They still. I don't know what's going on with Issachar, man. Issachar, I don't know. You know. South America's pretty much locked down. You know. You know. Partial. United States, Babylon the Great, a partial lockdown. So, hey, like I said, and in Israel now, like I said, the people are not trying to hear it. They're bucking up against Benjamin Netanyahu. You know. And now he's talking about gradually, going back to the term gradualism. They're talking about now the public gatherings in Jerusalem. They're talking about just having it down to 2 people. Al Jazeera was talking about that also. You see? So this is the term, this is the definition of gradualism off of Google for those that don't know. It says, it's a noun. It says a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. Okay? So they do things slowly in order not to cause panic, chaos. They want chaos, as we always say, order out of chaos, right? And a problem, reaction, solution. The solution is going to be, they're going to sweep in with what? That cashless society, this Internet of Things, this RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. That's the solution. But they want controlled chaos. They want to control the opposition. They want to control the chaos. So, that's why they got to get everything in place. They got to get the National Guards in place. They got to get the military in place, the Gurkha troops. They got to lock the border down. So then when they really come down with the hammer, you can't move and you're accustomed. It's too late. When you really wake up to what's really going on, it'll be too late. Because if they suddenly brought this upon you, if they suddenly implemented a chip on you, if they suddenly came down with martial law, if they suddenly stopped all your movement, suddenly laid everyone off, it would cause mass panic, mass chaos, as it did during the Great Depression, which it's going to get to that point, but hey, gradually, and this man is actually moving swiftly, within the matter of couple days, things are changing. Overnight, things are changing. Things are getting more stringent, You see? So it says gradualism, a policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. Okay, and going back to the Great Depression, what happened? When everything finally collapsed, it caused what? A run on the banks. What you saw, we had a little run on it in New York, when the stock market finally collapsed, people lost it, man. You see? But they want to control it, all right? But ultimately, we know we're in that time. We're getting close, okay? Anyway, so let's go back to this right here. This is the main thing, like I said, that piqued my interest, which I knew was coming. It's coming because we're in them times, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, man. Okay? We in them times. And this thing is about to get locked down, okay? Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word, man. The internet's about to be shut down as well, The men of the Lord are about to be demonized, They about to, hey, Yahweh Shai is about to withdraw his men, And we in them times, man. Hey, repent, seek the Lord while he may be found. This is, like I said, off of ABC 13 News. Checkpoints in place at Florida-Alabama border to limit the spread of coronavirus. Okay, so it says Tallahassee, Florida. The Florida Department of Transportation is taking action to help limit the spread of the coronavirus. According to FDOT, when entering Florida, listen to this, according to FDOT, this is from yesterday, Sunday, Sunday the 29th, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yep, Sunday, yesterday, because today's the 30th, Monday. So anyway, it says, according to the FDOT, when entering Florida, every arriving traveler or responsible family member will be required to complete a traveler form. The form requires key information, including each traveler's contact information and trip details. Okay, and they got a little picture of it. You know how they send them to checkpoints. Okay, this is off of it says Florida DOT at my FDOT under the direction of executive order. Okay, it's an executive order under the direction of Executive Order 2086 by Governor Ron DeSantis at my FD my F dot Florida dot whatever in coordination with Healthy FLA and the Florida Highway Safety Motor Vehicle, I think that's FLHSMV, Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, is provided. This is a joint effort, man. Okay, this is a joint task force. Okay, because they're all in cahoots. You see, this man ain't holding no punches, man. He rolling everybody out. The National Guards, you got the local law enforcement. You see, but it ain't gonna be enough because the scriptures tell you that the stormtroopers are gonna come. The NATO troopers are gonna come. Russia, them Gurga troops, them stormtroopers gonna come over here eventually. But we in them times. We could clearly see where this thing is headed. Okay. It says under the direct. I read that already. It says is providing guidance to motorists entering Florida from areas with significant community spread. Oh, because yeah, I forgot to. They had that cruise ship that came in. I believe it was in Fort Lauderdale. It had like 4 dead passengers on the ship, man. So this thing is serious, man. This thing is, this thing is, hey, this thing is popping off, man. Things are heating up quickly, man. 2020 surely is the year of prophecy, as Elder Apostle Tahar rightfully coined it, man. Okay. It says to assist with the implementation and enforcement of Executive Order 2086, staff will be. I'm gonna look that up on my own time. I'm gonna look this up further too. I gotta see what's all in this executive order. It says to assist with the implementation and enforcement of Executive Order 2086. It says staff will be at the checkpoint at I-10 at the Alabama line 24 hours a day. Wow, round the clock. Wow. See, they ain't fucking off, man. This place is being locked down, man. Wow. To assist, hey, man, you better seek the Lord while he may be found, man. Hey, you can wake up tomorrow and all hell is breaking loose. You can wake up tomorrow and they are implementing the chip, and and you gotta, hey, man, hey, I know what we know, the men of the Lord, we know what we doing, but what are you gonna do in that day? As Elder Apostle the Heart said, what you gonna do in that hour of temptation? Okay, we know what we're doing. That's why we're out here pushing this truth, man, warning you people. Okay, we're fully persuaded. Are you? Okay, because this is serious, man. You better seek the Lord while he may be found and pray and fast and, ask for protection and guidance and strength, man. Okay, because we coming into some serious times, man. Okay, and Shalakia, in Amos 8 and 11, like I said, I believe the famine of the word is coming, man. It's close. It's near. Okay, they about to lock this shit down. Okay, they're setting everything up. They get the infrastructure for this 5G network, this cashless society. This infrastructure is already laid, man. Okay, all right. Now they're just rolling out the military, the might. They're getting to enforce that system, man. That they're about to roll out. Okay, this new order, this new agenda. Okay, you see, we in them times, man. And they were already talking about postponing Russian elections, and all type of shit. Hey, this thing might pop off, man. Okay, Lord's willing, it does. Hopefully we close, man. You know, it says to assist with the implementation and enforcement of Executive Order 2086, staff will be at the checkpoint at I-10 at the Alabama-Florida line, 24 hours a day with approximately 16 troopers in 12-hour shifts. A standing army, man, as the elder apostle Tahar said, man. They round the clock, man. Get used to seeing military and law enforcement everywhere you go. That's like the elder said. Okay? Everywhere you go, you're gonna see law enforcement, National Guards, Army, you're gonna see military, man. This is becoming more and more a military state. Okay? And they're using this COVID-19 as a guise. Okay? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. It says, they said that no commerce is impeded and commercial vehicles may bypass the checkpoint to ensure timely delivery of products across the state. Okay? That's pretty much it off of that. All right? And you should already have heard about this one too. Okay? It says, I don't know, what is this? New York, it's off the New York Times. Okay? It says Rhode Island pulls over New Yorkers to keep the virus at bay. Okay, so all the way from up north, all the way to the south, you can't run nowhere, man. You can't go nowhere. You ain't gonna be able to escape. There's no escaping it. Okay, this man is locking everything down. All right. So it says police and National Guard troops are deployed to warn visitors they must self-quarantine as local resentment builds towards as local resentment builds to that, like I said, sedition amongst men. All right, as it says in Second Ezra, I believe it's 15 or 16. It says they're not going to regard their princes, man. Okay, it's going to come to that, man. Okay, the militia, all these preppers, they quiet right now, but they watching. The men of the Lord, you hear us loud and clear. But hey, these preppers, these skinheads, these left, these nationalists and shit. What you think they thinking right now? Why you think they buying up guns? They see what time it is, man. Okay, it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. Okay, this thing is about to pop off, man. Race wars, civil unrest. Okay, we right there. Famine, not the famine of food and of the word, man. Okay, and Esau knows it, man. That's why he's setting everything up. He got the law enforcement at the grocery stores already now. You see, that's been brought out. People are starting to see these more and more tanks and military equipment, Humvees and shit, more and more throughout the United States. What do you think that means? What do you think? What do you think that's for? For play? Okay. It says police and National Guard troops are deployed to warn visitors they must self-quarantine as local resentment builds toward people fleeing coronavirus hotspots. So they trying to flee. People trying to run. Where's your faith, man? It says the National Guard and Rhode Island State Police set up a checkpoint just over the Rhode Island-Connecticut border. Hey, and they trying to flee. That's why I told you about Florida. They're going to try to come to Florida. I've been said that. They're going to try to come to Florida because we're the furthest south, man. And they might think they could hop on a little boat and sail to the Bahamas or some shit. You know how niggas think. That's what people think. They want to flee, man. They're going to try to flee. So they locking all the borders down. You ain't going to be able to escape, man. Especially once our temptation is implemented, this mark of the beast. That no man may buy or sell save he that have the mark. That's what's coming, man. Okay? That's what's coming. You ain't going to be able to run nowhere. Okay? The drones are going to be out. The storm, hey, we coming in some horrible times, man. That's why Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Okay? It says the National Guard and Rhode Island State Police set up a checkpoint just over the Rhode Island-Connecticut border where they were advising New Yorkers to maintain a 14-day quarantine after arriving in Rhode Island. Okay? It says police officers were watching, hey, like they show you in like a Resident Evil, how they lock down Raccoon City, I think that's what it was, or whatever. How they lock the cities down in Bushwick, what's that? What's the other one? 21 bridges. The purge. They finna lock these places down, man. Okay, and all manner of hell is about to be unleashed, man. Okay. It says police officers were watching Rhode Island's highways, bridges, and bus stops. So you wasn't sliding out of there. No, the bridges and the bus stops, man. The trains, they was watching everything, man. Damn, Esau locking everything down for real. The Wadi Habashim Hawashai. We close. Police officers were watching Rhode Island's highways, bridges, and bus stops. National Guard troops National Guard troops were trudging through resort towns with clipboards, knocking on doors. They were going door to door. They were all hunting for fleeing New Yorkers and their telltale Empire State license plates. Oh man, that's beautiful. Oh man, we getting close. But hey, you know that's how they gonna come for us, man. They gonna come to your job. They gonna come to your house. You gonna hey, we getting close, man. You know, we getting close. It's beautiful, beautiful times, beautiful times. Police officers were watching Rhode Island's highways, bridges, and bus stops. National Guard troops were trudging through resort towns with clipboards, knocking on doors. They were all hunting for fleeing New Yorkers and their telltale Empire State license plates. The states are increasingly finding themselves pitted against one another. Sedition amongst men. All right. Hey, what did Yahushua Yahushua say? If Satan be divided against Satan, how then should his kingdom stand? All right. And this place is divided, like we've been saying. All right. Classes, families, you know, religions. This place is confusion. Babylon. You see. So it says the states are increasingly, hey, that's why it's going to be civil unrest, you know, not just race wars, but class wars, you know. It says the states are increasingly finding themselves pitted against one another. Okay, gradualism. It's slowly but surely things are heating up. As a woman in travail, okay? When they say peace and safety, sudden destruction cometh upon them, man. Okay, and sudden destruction is really coming, man. Okay? Jacob's trouble. Okay? A time like never before. Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. Okay? It says, the states are increasingly finding themselves pitted against one another as they bid for scarce medical equipment. So every state for themselves, man. Hey, and it's going to boil down to every man for themselves, man. Okay? It says that a man shall have no pity on his neighbor, you know, for the lack of bread, roughly paraphrasing, man. They're going to go through spoiling houses, man. Okay? We in them times. Okay? It says the states are increasingly, gradualism, the states are increasingly finding themselves pitted against one another as they bid for scarce medical equipment, angle for federal aid, and demand that non-residents self-quarantine. It says, few, though, have gone yet to the lengths Rhode Island has tried to keep. It says, few, though, have gone yet to the lengths Rhode Island has to try to keep the potentially infected at bay. That's like a damn run-on sentence, man. Ain't you the damn New York Times? Who the hell wrote this shit, man? What kind of run-on sentence is that, man? It's a lock here. It says, few, let me read it how it's spelled. Few, though, have gone yet to the lengths Rhode Island has to try to keep the potentially infected at bay. That's a run-on sentence. Especially those from New York, the biggest hot spot in the country. Man, you could have split that up. Come on, Op. The hell is this, man? See, these people are not wise, man. These people are just you're damn. Oh, I bet this motherfucker probably got 2 masters in writing and shit, English and shit, English major. You know, work for the New York Post. What kind of crap is? Who's editing this shit? What happened to the editor? Salakia. Hey, I'm just thinking. Yahweh has mingled a perverse spirit in Egypt, man, causing them to err, man. The hell is this shit? Anyway, Salakia. Governor, gotta have a little bit of fun, like the elders say, man. This place is through. This is beautiful. It's just exciting times, man. Esau just exposed, bare, staggering, drunk, exposed themselves, scared. Jake scared, bugged the fuck out. Don't nobody know what's going on but the prophets, the servants, humbly, and we warning you, man. Repent, seek the Lord while he may be found. Stop playing around, okay? You're going to wake up and wish that you took heed, man. You're going to wake up and everything, your phone going to be shut off, your internet going to be shut off, okay? You see? And you're gonna be presented with that test, man. That chip. Are you gonna take it or you not? Okay? So it says Governor Gina how the hell you say that? Governor Gina Raimondo, however the hell you say that, a Democrat, said on Friday that if New Yorkers entering the state did not quarantine themselves for 14 days after arrival, they would be fined, and if they continued to flout the order, arrested. Okay? So you get the idea. You get the idea. They ain't not playing around, and this thing is gradually heating up. Okay? This thing is progressing. Even my so-called island is on there. That's locked down. Anyway, Salakia, let me get some scriptures and we out of here, man. We out of here. Because you get the idea. This is beautiful. I ain't going to stay long. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Straight to the point. Job 14:4. It says, who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Okay, so Esau, Edom, you can't change him. You can't save him. Okay, he can't get right. He's the wicked. Okay, as it says in Psalms. Okay, King David said, Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him. Okay, so the wicked is a person. There's an actual wicked people. Okay, it's Esau, Edom. Okay, the red Hebrew Edomite, according to Malachi, the border of wickedness. Idumea, Edom. Okay, it says, arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Okay, it says, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay, you see, and that wicked is Esau, Edom. So this is Job 14:4. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, Esau, Edom, okay, you had your fun, you had your time to rule, okay, to destroy the earth, okay, to have the fatness of the earth and live by the sword, as Isaac said, okay, but hey, your time is coming to an end. It's our turn now, baby, okay, because Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. It's the end of your empire. You're falling quickly, like lightning, okay. It says, seeing his days are determined, okay, like sand in the hourglass, man, and the sand is running out, okay. The number of his months are with thee, with who? With Yahweh, okay. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, okay. So, hey, it's a certain time when Yahweh is going to say enough is enough, and send Yahweh back, man, okay. And we're drastically. And send Yahushua back to redeem his men, okay, his chosen, all right, the chosen men and women predestined for salvation out of Yasharallah, and to what bind the nobles, the kings, okay, and bring righteousness on earth. So it's an allotted time when Yahweh is going to say, enough, redeem them, okay, and that day is drastically approaching, man, okay. Yahushua is coming, okay. So this is Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Okay, that's us, the elect, the hopeful elect. Okay, because we're looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Okay, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Okay, that's Esau, Edom, the other nations, and 2/3, because they love it here. Okay, they love this Babylon juice. They love it in Babylon. They love wallowing in their sins. They hate Yahweh. They hate Yahushua, and they hate his men. Okay, that's why they're going to have to be destroyed. Okay, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. It says, woe, meaning destruction. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, okay, Esau, Edom, is come down unto you, having great wrath, okay, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, going back to Job, because Yahweh set the bounds which he can't pass. And he sees, he knows. He knows he's got a short time, okay? And that's what you see. He's coming down with these draconian laws, these harsh, Slovakia, harsh legislation. Okay, locking all these states down, all these countries down. Okay, you see. But guess what? Hey, it's all good because the Lord said when he thinks he's winning, he's about to lose. Okay, he's gonna lose. Okay, so this is Job. Oh man, this whole thing, I don't want to make it long. Job 20 and 18. It says, that which he labored for, talking about Esau, Edom, chiefly the wicked elite, man. Okay, the so-called illuminated ones, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Vanderbilts, the Kennedys, the Bushes, okay, the IMF, those people, okay, the ones that really control things, chiefly Amalekites, okay, the synagogue of Satan. It says, that which he labored for, the ones that are having those secret councils, okay, your Bilderberg groups, your damn Illuminati meetings, your what's that, the Bohemian Groves and shit, right? Your Skull and Bones meetings, okay, the wicked elite, your crafty council, okay, that's you trying to, your wicked ass enterprise, which is your New World Order, which is spearheaded by the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Okay, that's what you're laboring for, to get your birthright back. Okay, but you ain't gonna get it. Okay, Job 20 and 18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. All them riches, all that gold you store, all the resources that you raped the earth for. Okay, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. Okay, because what their inward thought is that their kingdom is gonna go on forever. Okay, they're gonna leave their kingdom and all that power to their families, right? Their children, right? But it's not going to be so, man. Okay? That's why I said prepare slaughter for his children, okay? That they do not rise nor fill the faces of the world with cities, man. Roughly paraphrases, man. Okay, all right? So it says, that which he labored for, he shall restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, okay? And he shall not rejoice therein. It says, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor. Who is the poor? Yasharallah, Israel, northern and southern kingdom, man. Wherever we may be, okay, because we're scattered, okay. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, and he hath violently, okay. It says, that's why it says, your pride of your heart hath deceived thee. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the cleft of the rocks. Okay, Esau, Edom, you damn Caucasians, man, you cave dwellers, okay, you basis of men, okay. It says, because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, okay. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not, it says, he shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. It's the main point I wanted. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Okay, right when he thinks he accomplished his enterprise, man. Right when he thinks he's winning. Right when everybody's chipped. Not everybody, but, the masses are chipped. Okay, because it's only going to be a few. Okay, a few of us that on a grand scheme that are not gonna bow to Esau's system, man. As it is written, a righteous cluster. The Lord has kept a righteous vine, man. It's a small number of us, okay, in the grand scheme of things, man. All right. So it says, and most people are gonna bow, man. They're gonna break, okay. They're gonna bow to this devil, this beast, Esau, Edom, okay, which is what, NATO and the EU, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, okay, spearheaded by what, America, Babylon the Great, that whore, okay. So it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits, in a position of difficulty, man. All right, it says terror shall make him afraid and shall drive him to his feet, man. Okay, your allies gonna fucking turn on you, okay, and then on top of that, you gonna be led to the King of Kings, the King of Terrors, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Lord of Lords, King of Kings, man. All right, so it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eaten. Yeah, your allies are gonna turn on you, man. They're gonna burn the whore with. They're gonna burn this place with fire, as is written in Revelation. They're gonna hate the whore and burn her with fire. All right, the whore is America, Babylon the Great. Oh, you see? So it says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eaten. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of the steel shall strike him through. The missiles, all right, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, thermonuclear destruction. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It says, it is drawn and come out of the body. Talking about those missiles out of the silos, man. It says, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. It says, terrors are upon him. Okay? And that's what's coming, man. So, hey, you think you're going to win, but, hey, at the end, we're going to get the last laugh, man. All right? And I'm going to close it out with Jeremiah 51 and 20 because, hey, we are part of the Lord's army also, man. You know, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, man. Sabaoth, okay? So part of the armies are the angels, of course, right? And then you got the missiles, okay? The nukes, that's part of the Lord's army, and also us, okay? It said we are fishers and then we're going to be hunters, right? So this is Jeremiah 51 and 19. It says the portion of Jacob, okay? Jacob, not everybody, because we're special. We're a peculiar treasure unto the Lord, separate, holy, okay? We're the lot of his inheritance, okay? It says the portion of Jacob is not like them. Not like who? Like the other nations, man. They're like spittle, man. They're nothing unto the Lord, okay? It says we're the apple of the Lord's eye, okay? And Esau fucked up by putting his hands on us, by furthering the affliction, okay? He's going to pay. He's going to drink double. He's going to drink double of that cup, okay? He's not going to go unpunished, okay? So it says the portion of Jacob is not like them. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, is his name. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, the heathens, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, okay? It says, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, all right? Hey, that's beautiful. We coming into them times, man. We just got to be faithful, be diligent. Okay, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. All right, keep pushing, like I always say, man. Anyway, hey, like I always say, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. All right, Shalom. Wa abad babal.